also just go into... Ugh. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Looks good. Sounds good. You know what? Fuck it. We're probably gonna spend not an embarrassing amount of time trying to beat Doom or Death Gaze, so why not? Let's go into the game night. We're gonna go into game night. If you are a member of the Giant Bomb, not Giant Bomb, the Deep Listens Discord, link in the description. You can be a guest during this Sunday night Part 2 Faffin' About segment. Okay, so I think the technique was, like, there we go. So now I just, like, slowly but surely do this, right? Like... Oh, yeah, we're definitely... How are we all doing? Now, for those of you that maybe are watching the archive of this, you might have noticed that I started at Dinosaur Forest rather than where we were at last time. We initially parked the airship next to Kefka's Tower. Someone pointed this out when I ended the stream. You need to make sure that your characters are not leveled up to the point where it is a number divisible by 5, because Death Gaze, surprise, surprise, opens with level 5 death, which is a real problem. It's a real problem. Getting a lot of time to think to myself. Closing my eyes, relaxing, meditating. I did some meditation during the morning today. I feel good. I started out tired, and then I drank a nice cup of coffee. Did some meditation, stretching. Not anything super complex like yoga or crazy stuff, but enough to where I felt ready in the morning. Slept in a little bit more than I'd like. But yeah, feeling good. You're always tired from Jatsu 84? Yeah, well, you know, maybe you should consider, like, doing a morning ritual. Whether it's stretching, meditating, just, you know, walking around where you are or where you're working before you commit to a job. Recommend it. I don't eat breakfast. It's not like some sort of like health thing. I'm not doing like intermittent fasting or some crazy stuff like that. I more or less just don't eat breakfast. For whatever it is, big breakfasts, especially breakfasts that have a lot of fat in them, really upset my stomach. If I do eat a breakfast, it's usually like a smoothie with a little bit of protein powder. I try to limit the sugar there, so it's an all-fruit and almond milk-based smoothie. I don't do that every day. I probably should. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, like I said, if you are a part of the Deep Listens Discord, you can join in game night and chime in, talk about your daily lives and going about. We're gonna try to make a decent dent on death gaze. I'm pretty sure that we're just not gonna be able to do this. I want to make an effort. I want to say that I tried. I've never done this. I've never actually done this. I was under the impression that the... I recall this happening in the iOS version of the game. But, I remember at least initiating the first battle with Doom or Death Gaze when you leave Kefka's Tower. That was not the case in this version of the game. I don't know if they've changed that, or I'm just misremembering something. Feel free to chime in, especially those watching the YouTube archive of this. Chime in with your expertise. This is just a rando on the internet's second attempt at beating Final Fantasy VI. We don't need to do this. We're pretty good. We're in a nice spot here. Now, off camera, because I didn't know what I wanted to do today, or for this stream, I actually can say that I did a little grinding in the dinosaur forest to make sure that my characters that I'm going to take into this battle were level 41 and not 40. I ended up getting an economizer, although that's what I used to call it. And an economizer reduces the cost of any spell to 1 MP. So we immediately gave that to Terra, so now she can do dual cast Ultima for 1 MP at a cost of 1 MP. We're going to probably want to swap that around to the party that does not have Mog. I have seen people take as long as like 10 minutes to get their first encounter. I've seen other people take as long as like 20 minutes. I'm going to do this once. And then I'm going to question my life choices. Yep. We're totally doing this, huh? Oh, man. Gotta give my hands a rest. I was holding the same button. I had to switch from my right hand to my left hand. Is holdthebutton.com still a thing? Is that still a web URL that people can go to, check out? I remember as a kid in middle school, we had a computer class where the teacher did not give a flying you-know-what. And we would see who could actually last an entire class period on holdthebutton.com. Now, holdthebutton.com, for those that don't know, it's literally a website with a big red button, and you're supposed to click and hold the button. And that's the joke. You're just holding and clicking a button on the website. And it will compare you to other people who have held the button. People back in the early aughts would claim to have held the button for actual hours, and I believe the record was like multiple days. It was really something that you had to be there for it to make sense. On the flip side, I actually finished my Journeyman Project Part 1 blog. Came to about 7,500 words. I got to do the editing on Monday and Tuesday, so I don't know if I'll actually stream on Monday. If this does not work, if I basically get to where I was last time, I'm just gonna at least complete the first part of Kefka's Tower. Because you gotta beat Death Gaze like multiple times. And I'm maybe got it in me to like do this once. Because to be perfectly honest, while I understand that Bahamut is good, I already got a character that can dual cast Ultima. I've got a second character with my primary party who can cast Ultima. I've got a character who can cast Arise, and I've turned Edgar into a Holy Dragoon. That is, he jumps up and he can cast Holies with the Holy Lance. So that party is in a good spot. The only real liability is Gao. He's just... I might retool the party to where Gao is not there. Now, there are certain situations in Kefka's Tower where Stray Cat is, in fact, really good. But we'll see how far we go. I just want to do this once. That's the deal. I just want to do this once. Just want to see him. In the wild. In the buff. I don't know. Is Death Gaze actually nude? Now, the unfortunate thing about the Pixel Remaster is that one of the upsides of doing this, which is getting Bahamut unlocks the Dragon's Den or the Dragon Dungeon, which incentivized the player to hunt out Death Gaze. They don't exist in the Pixel Remaster, which is weird because those dungeons were in the iOS Android versions of the game, so it's not a matter of licensing or rights. Because if the Android iOS version can have the GBA exclusive dungeons, then I just think it's a matter of they did not care or think that that content needed to be in this version of the game, which is a bummer, because it was interesting late-game content. And in the case of Final Fantasy II, they do actually interesting story stuff with the weird optional GBA exclusive dungeon. In the Final Fantasy II optional dungeon, you play characters who die during the course of the story and get their perspectives in helping the heroes reach their destiny. It's actually maybe the best thing ever done with Final Fantasy II. And by Final Fantasy II, I'm not talking about 4, I'm talking about actual Final Fantasy II. The one where you punch yourself in the face. I'm gonna do this once. I keep saying this. Anyways, yeah, I finished the blog on the Journeyman project. I'm happy about that. It was good to just sit down and commit to writing. Although my eyes probably didn't appreciate it. While I do this, how is the Suns Maverick Game 7 going? Because last time I checked, it was a straight-up murder. It's still a goddamn murder. Holy shit. I'm going to click out of this. I don't need to know what the final result of this is. This is an embarrassment. If anyone thinks that I'm doing it wrong, feel free to chime in. But from what I heard, this is literally what everyone did in the guide. It'd be very funny if it's like the line immediately before where I started. They basically reuse this type of encounter in, what is it? What's the super boss in the sky in Final Fantasy X? What's that? Penance? Is it Penance? Penance is technically the super boss in Final Fantasy X, right? That's the one where you can use Yojimbo. Sure. I'm looking this up. Yeah, it's Penance. The most powerful super boss in the PAL International version and the HD Remaster version of FF10. It is located in the Calm Lands, but fought on the deck of the airship alongside left arm and right arm. Right. This is only available after you have beaten all of the Dark Aeons. Yes. Penance is one of 3 bosses considered impossible to defeat in the conventional No Sphere Grid, No Zanmato challenge run. The other 2 are Shinryu and Nemesis. I'm going to do it once, Relkin. I'm doing this once. And then you're right. It's time to just beat this game. Death Gaze is not even considered the super boss of this game, is it? It's just considered like a really annoying encounter, right? Oh, that's right. Right. So Final Fantasy VI was supposed to have Kaiser Dragon, but it was dummied. The Game Boy Advance mobile Steam ports included the Kaiser Dragon in a finished state. Right. But I did not do the optional Dungeon Dragon thing. I just wanted an easy start to my stream. Enjoy 30 minutes of flying. No, I'm only doing it once. I saw the guide. It just takes about 20 minutes to make a full rotation. I'm trying to think of, like, super bosses in Final Fantasy games I've actually beaten. I did beat Warmac in 1. I did beat Omega in 5. Obviously, there's this. I beat Ruby Weapon, but I cheesed Ruby Weapon in OG Final Fantasy VII. I've definitely beaten Omega Weapon in 8. I've never been... Cheesing is valid. Yes, Ruby Weapon is weak to paralysis. Emerald Weapon has no weird caveats like that, but Ruby Weapon is 100% weak to paralysis, which once you know that, you just have someone on paralysis duty. Or you can do what I do, because I was paranoid about it. I have 2 characters on paralysis duty, and one's just attritioning it. But, yeah. Even then, it's still tricky. You can still get party wiped. Omega Weapon I have both beat using in 8. Omega Weapon I have beaten both using selfies the end and also just legitimately fighting it. I've done it both ways. But not without popping, like, the invincibility scrolls that make you invincible for certain amounts of time. Ozma, absolutely not. Penance, no. That stupid bullshit in 10-2, no. Absolute Virtue, no. Yaizamat in 12. I did a little bit of it, and I was kind of amazed that it lasted for like 10 minutes without dying. Then I was like, this is not fun. This sucks. I did most of the stuff required to get Vercingetorix, but I did not actually beat Vercingetorix. And I was never able to beat the Longui. I didn't do the God, what's the boss in Super Boss in 15? It's an Adamantoise, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Technically, Final Fantasy Tactics has a super boss. Isn't there like some sort of optional? There's like an optional part of the final environment. I could have beaten the Longui in 13 because I figured out the strat. It would have required several more hours of grinding to get Vanille there, though, so I stopped. Yeah, that's the right choice. Also, Grand Pulse is bad. Why is Vagrant Story on the Final Fantasy Wikia? It's got Vagrant Story and it has Crystal Chronicles My Life as a King. Like, this is bullshit. Vagrant Story should not be on this. I'm salty. Final Fantasy Legend 2 is on this. It's an Ivalice. Bullshit. Then I should have called it Ivalice. We're really gonna get it to where it's like the line before where I started, huh? Like I said, we're gonna do this once. Gonna do this once. One full rotation on the map. I think we actually did heal. We did pop a tent before we started this. The real thing that unfortunately I did off stream was getting an economizer. We killed a dinosaur that has the economizer. Hey, there we go. Cool. All right, cool. All right, straight cat this. Hug you, and then we'll jump. Wait, fuck. Why did Terra die? Terra doesn't have... Terra's level 40? Fuck. Oh, yeah, that hurts. I swear to God, I thought everyone was level 41. Oh, shit. Damn it. Hey, we did it. What do you think? Should I keep doing this? Is this the content you want to see? Don't all come racing to me. You guys sounded like you had a fun time watching me do that. Wait, I need to... Is Terra really level 40? I thought... She's 41. Why did she die? Did he just cast regular death on her? Yeah, at least you could see ultimate weapon in 7. That is a great point. Yeah, that was just regular death. Okay. Let's open up. I think someone needs healing. Yeah. Edgar needs healing. Cool. What do you guys think? Do you want to watch me do this for 30, 40 minutes of death gaze content? Hot death gaze content, because I fucking hate myself. How did... You've already put in 40 hours. Why stop now? All right, I put a word out. If you want to convince me not to do this, you're going to have to join Game Night on the Deep Listens Discord, or you can taunt me and make fun of me and the poor life choices that I have made. But I agree. If I've already put in 40 plus hours, why not do everything and the kitchen sink? This sure made a whole lot more sense when you could do the dungeons with the dragons in him. This made a whole lot more sense when you had the optional dragon dungeon. And it's still kind of a bummer all of those GBA Anniversary Edition dungeons are not in any of the Pixel remasters. Like I said, the biggest shame are the 1 and 2 ones that actually add stuff to the story. In 2's case, you fight the ultimate evil that... No, wait. 5's case, you fight the ultimate evil that created X-Death. The ultimate evil. The one that you don't even fight, but talk about in hushed tones when discussing how X-Death got corrupted. That's cool. Totally ancillary, not necessary for someone to really appreciate Final Fantasy V, but it's there, and I thought that was cool. If only those games did not look like absolute dog shit. I almost wish that this game, when characters speak, you did have those kind of pseudo-Amano-esque character portraits when characters spoke. Character portraits should be in all JRPGs. Yep. Yes, they should. There we go. Hey, that was quick. All right. There we go. Got it. I actually just needed to heal Gal. That was unnecessary. Okay, kill Gal, sure. If I can get this second cast of dual cast Ultima, that would be amazing. Oh, shit! Holy shit! What the fuck? Did they, Huh. I mean, I know that first Ultima was like 8,000 damage. But did they lower the HP on Death Gaze? That went down way quicker than I have heard. Huh. Yes, he does retain the damage between fights, but I seem to recall he had, like... Yay, we got Bahamut! I seem to recall, like, Bahamut is the best offensive Esper. My characters are pretty OP at this point. So we got basically the two top-tier strategies, which is, Terra just casts Ultima, dual cast, 1/8 MP. Gao just Stray Cats. Edgar does Holy Lance. Locke is heal duty. But also, I'm giving him Ultima, so is that in a single turn when I have offensive abilities, I can get 3 casts of Ultima? All right, let's just go ahead and check. I would like it if she got Raiden. Flare, right. You get 50% HP. Right. Okay. Well, that was kind of disappointing. No, it wasn't disappointing. I'm impressed. I'm happy. You all were saying, oh, ZP, this is going to take 40 hours. Blah, you're not going to have a fun time. Why are you doing this? And then we did it. You doubted me. Again, boy, this just highlights my whole point of, like, man, they should just have the fucking dragon dungeons. All right. Wait, no, we should save. Fuck. I like how you can't even get into the tower unless you use the airship. Okay, so here's my thought process. We're going to swap out Gao. Gao's going to go to the party with Mog. Because we have Mog's charm, that party doesn't have to do jack shit. Oh, wait, we also have to be careful about the drag. So the gold dragon is fought with the second party. We'll stick with this. Physical attackers like this. So third party, I think we put Mog. I wish you could see your character's stat list. Alright, so if I recall correctly, the gold dragon's weak to... No, wait, I don't want... The gold dragon is weak to water, so we want Strago because he has Aqua Lung. Oh, no, we want Sabin. Gold dragon's weak to water, undead dragon's weak to fire. So we actually want, we want you here. I'll put you here. I'd rather... And there. I think this is basically the same party composition I had last time. Yeah, I think that's basically the same. So, the Skull Dragon is the Undead Dragon. He's got a bunch of annoying status-altering bullshit, but as we've got 2 ribbons, which is good. We also have plenty of status, not full status blocking things, but enough to where the other 2 party members shouldn't be in a complete fucked state. I want Mog with... I want Realm where Mog is. I'm just thinking here. I might want Realm... So I want Mog here, because Mog can do Water Dance, and the Gold Dragon's weak to water, and Realm can just do fire stuff. and with Saban, he's got Fire Dance, but I'm going to just Bum Rush. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this. You shouldn't really overthink it for Kefka's Tower. The only way you can really screw yourself is if you don't have enough party members. Now, something you can do is if you want to kill the dragons... The way that some people attack the dragons is they do it separately. So they'll, like, create a party 2 that's really good, and they just blow through party 1, and then they just have party 2 with Mog, and you make a beeline to the dragon. We're basically going to do both tasks of trying to complete this tower and do the stuff here. Okay. Press L to switch between the 3 parties. It's actually Z. Thank you very much. All right, so I like Kefka's Tower conceptually. I think navigating this tower sucks shit. I think the actual, like, needing to manage 2 parties' equipments sucks. Good thing about Terra is that using her magic, like Kiraga, is also now just 1 point. So we just... she's totally busted. Hypno Crown, right? Right. Let's switch to the other parties. Yeah, let's go to party 2. This party doesn't need to really worry that much right now. we could give him the black belt. We don't need him to worry about physically attacking. It's more the black belt combination that I'm looking for. So is that if he does get attack, he just whiffs, or doesn't whiff, in theory. Okay. Ugh. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Bustier. Sacre bleu. Hello.
Hello.
I beat the thing.
You beat the thing?
Yeah, I
You
beat the thing.
Gaze?
I beat Death Gaze. Yeah, you missed it.
I'm sorry, I got ramen.
Ooh, what did you put in your ramen?
So, I decided to treat myself and go to an actual ramen place.
I know, they're really good.
And it
but-
turns out that real ramen is better than instant ramen.
So did you, is this one of those places where they charge you a little extra for putting good shit in your ramen?
They will charge you extra if you want extra pork cutlets.
Oh, I like, you see, I like the ones where you, like, pick the base and the noodles, and then everything else is a little extra. It's like those pay-by-the-ounce yogurt shops.
Oh, okay. I've never been to a ramen
That's
place
actually,
that's
if
like a
you,
froyo
I know
place.
you're not huge on traveling, but if you go to Japan, that's how they do it.
I am huge on traveling.
So if you get some Naruto, spinach, probably a hard-boiled egg, probably some, like, bamboo shoots and stuff, man, I love me some ramen. Are you a...
I have been to the majority of.
Have you
this
been to a
United
shoyu? Did you get...
States.
You got pork cutlets? So...
I got spicy miso.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, no,
And
wait, this is
so-
not... This is...
I will share a picture of this in the Discord. So I did ask for extra pork cutlets. That's an extra $1.50. And it's delicious.
I wish that when the game decided to use an ATB as a sign of like a battle with storytelling, that the text was a little bit more well communicated. Oh, right, this shit.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
you know, it's got the little mushrooms. It's got bean sprouts.
Good.
A little bit
Sounds
of pickled
good.
ginger. An egg. Then
Ah, that's gonna kill her, isn't it? Yep. Fuck.
It's a good time. It was good.
I mismanaged this pretty badly.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Let's actually check. You've got your right. That's gonna kill him. No, no, wait. You've got a fucking right. You've got a lightning shield. Sweet. I'll take it. You're the only person who doesn't need fucking healing. Now, luckily, we can have Oh shit. Really? Ah, you froze my characters, you fucking asshole. Ow. I don't appreciate that. Anyways, it should be good. Did you get thick or thin noodles?
They're pretty thick.
That's gonna be a TPK.
I shared it in the Discord and in the food section if you want to see what it looked like after I had.
Dang it, that sucked.
Oh, that's a fucking bummer. Oh, never mind.
Cool.
And that was next to Dairy Queen's, so then I got up with.
It's okay. This party has Mog. Mog's here to save the day. It does look cooler. Grand Delta looks really cool. He's going to use Quake. I think that's a GG. That's a GG. Right. Could you read Jatsu's comment? I'm thinking what I want to do with this.
Ramen. Okay, place in Austin, Texas was not the best ramen. Oh. Well, I really like the ramen that this place. So, here's the other reason I like this place. I haven't been to this ramen place. This is the first time I've been there in, like, let's say at least 6 months to a year. Despite the fact that it's very close to where I live. And they have a bunch of fucking anime wall scrolls everywhere.
Yes?
They are playing anime music. They are just playing anime OPs and EDs.
Hell yes.
Over the sound. And have a projector that is just playing, literally just playing, clearly someone's Crunchyroll account. So
Fuck
Rurouni
yes.
Rurouni Kenshin just playing in the background, subtitled though, while this ramen is going on. And honestly, that's fine. I feel like no one should be paid or pay for Rurouni Kenshin at this point in time.
I'm more or less like, yeah, fuck that guy.
At some point, like, I believe that artists should be paid for their work, but also, I believe
that guy.
But I also believe that when you are using the money you are earning from the very successful manga series you wrote to fund your legal defense for pedophilia, maybe that removes some of my desire to see you get paid.
So the bummer is that he's going to say the same line of dialogue every single time.
I'm gonna say, boogity boogity, I'm dad. I'm Ultima Buster. Forged an eternity ago, I was placed here and forgotten in the mists of time.
The trick here is to just have, like, after you heal the first turn, to have Celis permanently in... Let's just do White Wind, then. Cool. Fuck me. Salas, please pop Runic. Please pop Runic. Please pop Runic. Can Runic pop off now?
Pop Runic.
You fucking stupid idiot. You fucking suck. Why did it take her forever to fucking use... Cool. Is your ramen good? Why now you wait until... Fuck this.
I'm sorry, I'm getting an ad for Star Trek. They really want me to watch that new Star Trek show.
It's bad.
Strange New Worlds?
Oh no, Strange New Worlds is okay.
I hear that one's the least bad.
Picard was awful.
Did you watch it?
I watched all of it, and
I'm sorry.
told myself I was not going to actually watch the Red Letter Media reviews until after I was done. But yeah, it was terrible. It was bad. It felt like a giant retcon of what they were trying to do with the first... Oh, shit. It felt like they retconned basically everything. That's gonna kill us. If Celis had just properly popped off that runic ability... I need to equip her with some sort of auto-haste ability, because that was some bullshit. Does she not absorb Meteor with Runic? She doesn't? Oh, fuck me. Cool! She somehow doesn't take Flare, but she takes Meteor. How does that make sense? Cool. Use Faraga on the person I just revived. Sweet. That's very funny. Great.
Apparently, my baby nephew has a teething implement
Uh-huh.
that appears to resemble an Xbox controller.
Oh! Relkin finally got his first victory in that hunt solo.
Finishing a match of Hunt solo.
That's scary. I don't know why I'm doing this. Cool. I should just die. Oh, no, wait, they have Gaia gear. Sweet. I might be able to pull this off. Not like that. That's gonna kill Cyan, isn't it? Cool. Cool. If I end up beating this just by pure attrition, that would be very funny.
Oh, apparently there's a lunar eclipse tonight.
No, I fucking popped Cura. I just realized I did Runic. That fucked me up. Son of a bitch. Ah, I always forget that. Fuck. Now Celis is dead. Oh, no, wait. So soon. No. Oh, fuck me. I thought that Tsunami did the... No, use an item. Use an X potion on her. This was a very sloppy battle. Sometimes slippity slop is the way you gotta go. That's gonna kill him, isn't it? Cool. Learning the hard way that the Earth Dance was not the way to go with that. Let's try raising Cyan first.
Would you consider this to be one of, like, an archetypical example of SNES era Final Fantasy box design, where it's just like, you gotta find out the trick, and then you just hammer through it?
Yes.
At least when the trick isn't just cast.
I clearly I've not figured out what the trick is.
Cast Reflect on everyone.
Oh, you're right. Maybe I should put Reflect Rings on everyone. No. Oh, shit. We're on. Cool. Cool. Whatever I did with Celis's equipment was the right call. Sweet. Did I forget to... I forgot to equip a fucking Esper on you. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot.
Don't say that about yourself.
Just, if Celis is the only one who gets to live, Celis is the only one who gets to live. I love this. I cast Firaga, he casts Firaga. Let's keep going, bro. I'll tango. Hell yeah. This is a dick measuring contest I'm down to clown with. Keep going. Oh, now you did that. Oops. Let's trigger that again, please. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Oh, no, it's not. Somehow I managed to provide equipment that allowed her to not take elemental damage, but she does take meteor damage. But she's immune to flare. Well, that was embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as Cavs versus Suns, Game 7. That's a basketball reference for the non-sportsman.
I'm going to nod my head and agree. Yes, I agree. A most shameful display.
Let's never talk about this ever again.
You know, when that sports team failed to defeat the other sports team,
Just like the implications
like,
of us using a tent in Kefka's tower next to a toilet.
a tent, yeah, a toy tent, a toyland.
To your left, you'll find a few prison cells, the very left of which contains an optional boss fight with the Ultima Buster, called Atma. That was optional?
Yeah,
I didn't need to do that?
the thing you get for that fight is that save point, which matters less in the Pixel Remaster because it lets
Because
you
there's a
save
quick
anywhere.
save.
Yeah.
You fuckers could have said that.
No. Now you're a real gamer.
I hate you guys.
No.
You guys aren't my real friends. You could have also told me that I forgot to fucking equip the espers on these guys. Fucking... You guys are my real friends.
Who are your real friends?
I was gonna say something and...
Jack and Daniels?
I was gonna say something and even I realized that my joke was highly inappropriate.
Hand.
Yes, it was a hand. I was gonna say my hand.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Exit to the next area, you'll see two pipes, one which drops you down a hole earlier so you can head back, and one which leads you to another area. Pick up the chest and head down. What? Oh! Brayden, okay. They spoil which
Yes.
pipe leads to the exit. It shows the arrow.
Yeah.
That... We're gonna go into the wrong hole. We're gonna go into the wrong hole. Have you played NBA 2K yet?
No.
Are you dreading it?
No. The only thing I truly dread about that game is just playing a sports game that does not have the word Mario in it. Because I'll tell you right now, when it comes to sports games that don't have the word Mario in them, I'm afraid I'm not very good. It was nice to finally use that retro tink, though.
Are you happy about your life choices?
Yeah, no, it was... Yes, happy about my bad financial decisions circa November of last year.
Oh, this is the dragon. I need to quick save.
I might just finish Resident Evil 2 on stream.
You were having fun.
Because I can finish that game very quickly still. Yeah, I was having fun. Twin Snakes, I forgot how wild that game's cutscenes are.
We got the ribbon. Now we should do the dragon. Alright, let's try this. Ah, it's a dragon. I fucking hate Mogs so much other than this no random encounter shit. Littlefoot, no! I wonder how that first Land Before Time hold, if that the first one, right?
Yeah? The one that John Bluth actually made?
The one that's not the shameless sequels that were direct to VHS.
The literal 13 sequels that are all direct to video?
They made a Fern Gully sequel. I don't know if you remember this.
I do remember this. In the 90s,
I bought most
they
of those
made
VHS
direct-to-video
tapes.
sequels to a lot of movies.
There we
very cheaply. And, you know, most of those are terrible.
Yes. I actually bought the VHS tapes for most of those before. Do you know the one claim to fame, and it's a real goddamn shame that my parents actually threw this shit away. I had the original VHS issuing of Nausicaa.
Uh-huh. What it was called, what was it, Riders on the Wind or something?
Yes, with the original voice cast and
Yes,
the original translation.
Yes, the super bowdlerized, censored version that...
So now I think we just
that
stand on a
Miyazaki
switch, right?
disowned.
That, yes, Miyazaki not just disowned, but it was like one of the reasons why he didn't want to have his games localized ever.
Yep.
Actually, should I? Ah, boy. So you have Lakshmi? Oh. You're just not gonna get Kuraga. This party is gonna be pretty annoying to use. What magic do you have? You have Cure, Cura, Raise, Esna. You have Ultima, so we've got one caster of Ultima in this party. That's okay. And we've got Go-Go, so if I time this correctly, we can have Go-Go cast Ultima as well. What kind of magic do you have? Cure, Cura, Raise, Esna. You have Death and Quake. You have Holy. Okay. This party's not terrible, especially considered that we have Sabine. And Sabine can bum rush everything. Your magic's not great. No Arise, which is a bummer. Oh, you almost have Gravity. Oh, you almost have Cura. Curaga, Furaga. I should have AP farmed with this party. I will give
I've
you...
seen speedruns. You can do it. It's fine.
I will give you... I could give Bahamut to these characters so as that if I'm in a pinch, I can just have my lowest damage dealing character. Yeah, let's give you Alexander then. Boy. This is party 3. Let's go back to saving. Actually, what I want to do is I want to switch to Party 2 here and de-equip their relics and items. This is always the finicky part of this game that kind of drives me crazy. Actually, the one thing, just in case I come here, I want to make sure that I don't fuck this up. I'm going to keep Mog with Mog's Charm, just in case I move this party. I don't want to end up with this party having to deal with a random encounter that I was not expecting. So now we'll open this up. Genji Glove Black Belt situation with you. energy glove, double attack, I guess? Is that with the other group? That might be with the other group. And then when we get to that dragon, we're gonna need to start protecting from against status ailments. Let's go to party 1. I might want to real quick de-equip some of the stuff here. Actually, what we can do is we can give Realm, Soul of Thamasa, and the Economizer. I'm calling them the Economizer because, god damn it, I'm going to call them by their original translations. I don't care what they've renamed it. It's an Economizer for me.
Are you going to be like those people who still refer to video game characters by their fan translation names?
No.
Excuse me, the main character of Genealogy of the Holy War, his name isn't Salif, it's Salise. Never mind that one is probably a more accurate reading of the content than the other.
Are you deliberately trying to, like, make fun of me?
Am I trying to provoke you? Not today.
It's just that, look, I mean, if I played the game, okay, I'm not defending the people who are like, oh, I don't like the translation, therefore it's bad. I'm not like that person, but if I spent hours upon hours of a game on my own, and I interacted with one version of the translation, and this thing is different, it's gonna be rough for me to, like, suddenly forget what I used to call those characters. That's my point. Take the lower door or the upper door? Oh, this is the one that has 2 more chests. I think of this is one of the few times where it is to your... Oh, fuck me. So, good news is that I can just... We've got Dual Cast Ultima on Realm, which is good. And I forget if we do Mimic of Dual Cast Ultima if Go-Go does both Dual Cast or just does one cast. Oh! Realm's base magic stat is maxed. So Ultima is just doing max damage, huh?
Yeah, that 9999.
Well, shit. That's good. This party's good. Maybe I need to give you Phoenix. Wait, do you have Kiraga? You do have Kiraga. Why is Kiraga all the way at the bottom? Brayden, what? Why is... What? No. Why is it Kira, then Kiraga's all the way listed at the bottom?
Oh no.
How do I sort this?
Can't help you.
Learn.
We are all prisoners.
Oh, they put it
now.
in learned. Custom. Put this up top. What the fuck? Put this shit on top. It's bullshit. You put cure. Kira. Where's Kira? Kiraga. You put this shit up top. Healing spells are always going to be on the top. Fuck that shit. Oh, Arai should also be up there too. This. What the fuck? Put it to learned in order of learned? That's terrible. This is how communism wins. Socialists want us to not have our heal spells on top, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, because they're too busy training Cuban doctors.
So salty. Ah, shit. They confused him. This is the path that's going to have weird, stupid status effects, so I might want to retool this party to where they're a little bit prepared for that. I might give you a ribbon instead of doing counter. You also need a ribbon. Yeah. So, Resident Evil 2's just suddenly gone up on your list of things you want to play?
Here's the thing about Resident Evil 2, though, is I can finish Resident Evil 2 very quickly. Like, one more stream easily, and...
I think that's why I brought up the topic of the A-B routes, is like, the reason why that game had those routes is because it's actually not that long of a game.
No,
so they
you
put
can
in the
beat that
different
game
routes.
in under 90 minutes.
They put in the different routes to add the artificial sense that there was more game than there really was at the time.
Yes. And it worked for people.
I thought it was
But-
fun. You know, I played, what is it, Hunk or Shunk?
Yeah,
is it?
I beat the Hunk. Actually, no, I've never beaten the Hunk scenario on
It's
the
hard.
original Resident Evil. It's very hard.
He's a shitty character on purpose.
Well, it's not as bad as Tofu, but it's like, hey, you have just this You start with ammo and a handful of healing items. Every single room is filled with fucking nightmare monsters.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Cool. Cool. Thank God bless autosave.
Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Level 5 death, no.
Oh, this is gonna get real rough real quick, isn't it? They're just all gonna cast level 5 death, aren't they? Cool.
Yeah. They are called death machines.
Well, Kefka's Tower is not the best place to grind, but it's a place. I fucking forgot about level 5 death. Well, this sucks. Shut up. I want all of you to shut the fuck up. This sucks. Fuck this.
You just need to gain one more level with everyone.
I fucking hate you. I should just boot you from this conversation. Why am I subjecting myself to you?
Because I'm your friend.
I got Death Gaze. Are you proud of me, Daddy? This is the part where you asked me to never call you Daddy.
Listen, I'm sure your dad is very proud of you.
No, he's not. He just calls me disappointment. That's an actual story of a... That's... Have I told you this story?
No.
I told a student that I was teaching 6th graders. Emphasis on 6th graders, right? But I was teaching 6th graders, and I was saying, I bet your dad loves calling you son because you're a ray of sunshine in his day. And the kid on the spot says, no, my dad just calls me a disappointment. It's like, fuck. It's like, what? Do I need to call Child Protective Services?
Whoops.
It's like, moving on. Let's talk about the ancient Egyptians.
Well, yeah, you're an expert on ancient Egypt. Thanks to playing the video game.
Oh, they did insta-death on Sabin, so he's not going to get any experience points, and so this battle is pointless for him? Sweet. So good. You have a Rise, right?
Cool. Yeah, I have Tales of Arise.
How is that?
I need to play it.
Which Tales of game are we
I'm
gonna
playing
pick?
Grace's
Which
F
Tales
right now.
Which Tales game are we playing? If we have to play a Tales game, which one are we playing?
If we're playing a Tales game, I think we should either do like Fantasia or maybe Legendia.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Maybe let's see, what's the PSX one? Tales of Destiny?
That's not a good one either. Why can't we play Vesperia?
I mean, we can play Vesperia.
Why do you sound so depressed when I said Vesperia?
Because I don't. The problem, see, here's the thing of specifically like going back to Vesperia.
Vesperia's not bad.
No, it's not.
No,
But
Relkin's saying that Vesperia is bad.
that game is way stiffer than you remember it being.
Yeah, that's a sign of quality. I like my limb systems as stiff. Nope.
Because, yeah, Grace's F, like, the writing in that game is dull and generic by the standards of the series. Like, you know, Tales games get a lot of shit for being the generic
Everything's
anime.
better than Zestiria.
Anything, well, yes.
I saw you play Zestiria and I literally fell asleep in front of my screen. Like, that's not a joke.
Yeah, no, Zestiria is...
I was just like, oh man, I had a long day of work. I'm gonna watch Brayden play a fucking video game. And I don't know, man. It's just the music, everything, just like...
the way it looks. Nah, and here's the thing about Grace's F, is that, like, the characters in that game and the writing, like, they could not be any more just those characters and those tropes. Like, not even trying to be anything else. But on the other hand, it plays real well. Maybe the single most, like, single slickest playing Tales game. More so, like, because I like Berseria a lot, but Berseria's combat can turn into a clusterfuck.
That's what I've heard.
Where it's just like, I don't know what's happening on screen. But yeah, I would play Vesperia. I just think the warning I would issue about Vesperia is that game does not... That game takes its time to have an interesting combat system.
Yeah. All these names sound alike. That's a problem with literally every JRPG. What are you talking about? That's a problem with literally every single JRPG ever made, is, I don't understand, what are all these weird proper nouns? It's like, that's a problem with every single JRPG. Yeah, there's a secret shield in this part of the environment specifically. I should do lightning scroll because technically they're mechs.
Xillia also has really good combat.
Xillia does have
And I
good
think-
combat, from what I hear. I have not played it. I have played.
I also like the characters in Xillia. I know people hate Alvin because it's like, oh look, he betrays you, and everyone still keeps him around.
So what do
It's
I
like,
need to
no,
do to?
Everyone keeps him around, but they all fucking hate him. They like halfway through the story, everyone is so done with Alvin's bullshit. It's great. Although Jude is the most generic anime man protagonist. But yeah, if we were gonna play a Tales game, I say we either go super early, like 2D, or we do
Here's my idea, and you're gonna hate it. And you know how every single time I have an idea, you say this is the worst idea ever. What if we played Symphonia and Symphonia 2? I shouldn't have done that. That's a waste.
Symphonia's good.
We should play Symphonia 1 with the deliberate intent of playing Symphonia 2.
Okay. Here's where I might... Actually, you know what? The idea of subjecting our dear friend Jeff Rude to the nightmare that is Dawn of the New World and Emile Castanier. Just that game's such a
It's a bummer.
bud. Like, you can tell it is the most this is the B team game imaginable, because it came out a couple months before Vesperia. Is it a bigger bummer than Last Mission, though? Last Mission is just like a bad mystery dungeon game. Which is to say, it's a mystery dungeon game. It doesn't have tit ladies in it. The only mystery dungeon games worth playing are the ones with the giant titties. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh,
Oh, right. Fuck, I forgot this is a boss fight.
like, yeah, that game, problem with Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World is like, it clearly was not originally going to be a sequel, but because it was for a Nintendo platform, they're like, hey, let's make a sequel to the one that was on the Nintendo platform.
So dual casting Ultima with an economizer is busted,
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
and also Go-Go when you properly use Go-Go is pretty good.
It's still not as good as making a party of, like, 4 mimes in
5.
5.
That's the only way I beat
do
the game.
2 freelancers, 2 mimes.
That's the only way I beat 5 is I had one summoner casting Bahamut with 3 mimes. And then the best part is that in Final Fantasy V, your mimes will actually honor dual casting. So it was busted.
Hey, what if we put a creepy relationship with the main character and his much older teacher? That's every JRPG.
Are you
yeah.
talking about an old game, or are we talking about Persona 5?
Because I know that if you you can have Lloyd hook up with Rain in Symphonia.
Yeah,
which is
remember
real
when
creepy.
I mean, isn't that that latest Fire Emblem all these kids are talking about?
Yeah.
The
Is that
teacher
not Fire
banging
Emblem?
his
Is that
students
not-
and thinking it's acceptable in our society. They got porn on that Switch.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Oh, cool. He's going to do 8 attacks because he's got the special Genji gloves, too. Whatever do you mean? Oh, right. His weapon also does insta-death if it lands in certain attacks. Cool. That Persona 5 social link is busted? Whatever do you mean? Being able to have her do things for you in that specific context is really good.
Yeah, you don't think it's, like, really fucked up that, the whole thing with Kawakami is that she's also, like, working as a maid-for-hire?
Well, you want her to be your maid for hire because it opens up so much stuff.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, that whole S-Link is real messed up. And this is something one of my friends has said, one of the ne'er-do-wells I play Hunt with.
Uh-huh.
But, like, it's abundantly clear at this point that they are making Persona for the adults who got into Persona with 3 and 4 at this point.
I forget, is this
And
the
that's
track?
why in Persona 5 you can date a bunch of older women. And it's just one of the things where it's like, they should just make Persona college-age students or, you know, adults.
Right.
Because
The implications of this always being a bunch of high schoolers, or is
the power imbalance of yeah, of a video game where you date your teacher. I'm gonna say
well, I remember
not good.
I remember when I graduated, the chair of the history department of my university, by the time I was leaving, was actually dating someone going through the master program.
Uh-huh.
And I remember, like, saying, is that what?
That's less bad. Definitely still,
You mean like Persona 2? Yeah, like, also, how about we represent homosexuality? Like Persona 2.
Persona 2, you can romance a boy in Persona 2. Like, you can reciprocate Jun's feelings in Persona 2. You don't have to pick Maya or Ginkgo. I mean, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment also has, like, a party of almost entirely adults.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Tetsuya is still technically a high school student.
why
but-
not? Why not? Why have they? How have they still not released a definitive edition of that game? That's
I mean,
so
they
weird.
did. It's just the part where you can't play it in English because Atlas don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's a demand for that game. Persona's cool. They released that PSP Persona 1 game, and people played it because they didn't know any better.
Yes. Persona 1 is not very good.
You're telling me, my man.
Like even like on the scale of SMT games, which is a large scale, especially on I think we should play Persona 2. Both parts of Persona 2 once that Eternal Punishment translation patch finishes.
Yeah, dual cast is busted. I think I'm just gonna do the first part of all this shit and then... Oh, this is where I get Crusader, right? Give me Crusader! It doesn't even show the Crusader Magicite? Fucking what? Meltdown and Meteor. MP plus 50%. Meteor's useless, Meltdown is disgusting. The MP plus 50% is why you want Crusader. Anyways, it's weird to me. Oh. It's weird to me that...
It's weird that Atlas is bad at their job.
Yeah, bad at their fucking job.
Like, it's astounding how a video game company can get as much...
It's almost as if they only look forward and they never look back.
But, yes, a company with... That's not true, because they constantly re-release their shit.
I mean, how many times... I guess that's right. Era. I mean, Persona 4 Golden, right? But then why?
Golden.
When are they going to release the Final Fantasy or Persona 3 PSP edition?
When do you do P3P or do you do Fest? And the answer is Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah, because you want the female protagonist.
Because you want the female protagonist, and the answer is terrible.
I'm still pissed off that people misconstrued the blog that I wrote about. I'm still salty about how people completely misunderstood what my Persona 3 blog was about. And I stand by that blog. Atlas is never making a fucking game like Persona 3 ever again. I feel good. I feel bad, but I also...
I just think, at this point, I think they've fallen into a bit of a creative rut. And as much as, like, I liked Persona 5.
Uh-huh. Yep.
But Persona 5 is a lesser game than Persona 4 was. And the social sim part... Yeah, the social sim part of Persona 5 is... I don't know. That game comes so close to saying something, and then it swerves at the last second and kind of just doesn't say anything, and it's a bummer.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'd say about Persona 5. Because a lot of that game feels like very specifically targeted towards things that have happened in contemporary Japanese society, and like especially like Shinzo Abe. And then it doesn't do anything.
Right. I don't know what to tell you other than that's just kind of where the Persona franchise is in general.
Yep. And this is why, as we've discussed, the secret best SMT game of the last decade was Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
And Strange Journey, even though you don't like Strange Journey because you don't like fun.
I have never played Strange Journey.
Then why do you talk so much shit about it?
What shit have I ever talked
You've
about?
always
Strange
said that
Journey?
I don't like Strange Journey.
Eh.
You literally talk shit about it when I mentioned it on the. Oh, you're so frustrating.
Strange Journey is. That's what I said. But I have not.
Gamer
played
girlfriend.
Calling me a gamer girlfriend?
Right, the path for the first party is pretty straightforward as long as you do the stuff with the other parties. Always heal with whoever has the economizer. I just, I think that last Shin Megami Tensei numbered game I had more fun with than maybe Persona 5.
I need to play SMT5. I own it.
I think I had more fun with that than Persona. And that's because I feel like it's starting to get harder and harder to like Persona. Without, like, all these weird caveats of, like, ugh. And also, and I've said this before, the Mementos fucking suck. Fucking hate them so goddamn much. Wish they didn't exist. God damn it. Mementos just cause that entire game to slow to a crawl, and it's not fun.
Yeah, it's just
Like that entire
think
final act in
I
that game
don't know
just
if
is
those
the
if
slowest
that game
fucking
justifies
thing.
being as long as it is.
And that's not to say it's not good. It's quite a good game. It's just I feel like having an opinion that's not necessarily positive about a Persona game will get you murdered on the internet at this point. Like that's where the fandom for that series has become. How many comments did I get on that Persona 3 blog? And it was like shockingly high. And all I said was that like, because this has become a mainstream property, like you're never gonna get a Persona game that takes a huge risk as the original Persona 3 ending. Because everything needs to have the heroes on top, but also needs to leave the story open for like sequelization and shit.
18 spin-offs.
And that I feel like is still true. And then everybody's like, what are you talking about? Persona 5 took massive risks with its story. It's got characters. And it's like, no. Reread what I was saying.
Persona 5 absolutely, like, makes choices. That's not, yeah.
But it's like the way I feel about how, oh man, they're never gonna make a Final Fantasy game like this one where like the heroes lose.
Yep.
Because the people in charge of the franchise need to make stuff that they think makes people feel happy. Like that's just, I hate to say it, but that's just what happens. That's what happens. It sucks, but that's what happens. When something gets popular, the brand gets diluted, and then it becomes more mainstream, and that's not necessarily saying that it becomes bad. It's just, in order to become more mainstream, the cost is that the risks that you're willing to take are palatable to the mainstream audience. It's just like media. Ugh. Ah. How long have I been going now? 2 hours. It's a It's a Sunday.
It is.
I might actually call it a little early. So let's go ahead and open this up. Hit quick save. Ugh. So that's like the first part of Kefka's Tower. Totally done. There's like 4 parts and like the gods and shit. We did Death Gaze. So now I can't bullshit anymore. I just gotta finish this tower.
And now you just have to finish the video game.
Need to actually finish the video game, but yeah, it's Sunday. I'm tired. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. So let's just not necessarily angry or just tired, turd. And yeah, I maybe stream like the next part of Kefka's Tower, part 2, 3, and 4. I think there's 4 parts. There's 4 parts, and then there's the Statue of the Gods part. We have to beat all of the fucking statues. And those bosses suck. Some of them suck. Not all of them. I like that speech with Kefka, where everyone gets to basically say their piece at Kefka. Now Kefka's basically ruined their lives. I like that scene. That might be one of my favorite storytelling things that the game does in general. But other than that, yeah, it's the home stretch here. I've already started archiving this. I got to figure out how I want to archive the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, the 20, not the 20-hour stream, but the 13-plus hour stream. Probably going to cut in half. One part, 6 hours. The second part, 7 hours. So my Lightning Returns playthrough, I'll archive sometime in like Wednesday. And then I'll get the 6 Ages stream up sooner or later, and then I'll start archiving the rest of the Final Fantasy VI stuff. Yo, Six Ages is good.
It is.
I played more of that game.
I played 90 minutes of it, and things started going bad.
It seems like it's like there's a little bit less variability in it, but that makes it easier, which I think I like. Or maybe it's just that it makes more sense than King of Dragon Pass.
It is more of a video game.
Yes.
It is more open.
King of Dragon Pass is more of a lore Bible. And then also just like spreadsheets that make no sense.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm going to tune out. Normally I go a little bit longer,
right.
but it's Sunday and I'm tired. And I think we're all tired. This is the end.
All right. This is the end.
This is the end. Beautiful friends. Bye.